So I wanted to take a few minutes with this video to talk about 4 interesting PlayStation 5 stories, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. Now, the stories I wanted to talk about today includes the possible leak of PlayStation 5 potential exclusive BioShock 4, Sony hitting mobile gaming hard with its latest patent, the hype is real with a game reveal that's years in the making set to drop next week, and possible new Returnal DLCs on the way. First, yes or no, do you want PlayStation to go back into handheld gaming or not? This relates to one of the stories we're going to cover today, obviously, and I'm curious how many of you actually want Sony to go back into handheld gaming. So, comment below, yes or no, do you want Sony to go back into handheld gaming or not? Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, potential PlayStation 5 exclusive BioShock 4 leaks. So, BioShock hasn't had a new game in the franchise since the third game, BioShock Infinite, back in 2013 in the PlayStation 3 and 360 era. In recent memory, it's been confirmed that the franchise is returning, along with a rumor that it could potentially be a PlayStation 5 exclusive. Reading from Games Radar, on an episode of the Xbox Era podcast, host Special Nick Baker, shared that he's been hearing from sources that Sony is pursuing BioShock 4 as an exclusive release for PlayStation. Baker said he wasn't given any details about this situation, and as such, he couldn't say whether or not such a deal would make BioShock 4 an exclusive release in perpetuity, or if it would instead be a timed exclusive, using his own judgment on the situation. However, Baker said he likely expects it to be the latter. So, we've covered Special Nick before on the channel, and like other leakers, not everything is on point, but he's been covered a lot in the industry. We know a new BioShock is coming, and we know Sony does do deals like these, for example, with Final Fantasy VII Remake, Deathloop, Ghostwire Tokyo, etc. The latest on this story is that the name of the game has possibly leaked with some details on it. Reading from DualShockers, a Twitter user by the name of Oops Leaks has revealed plenty of details surrounding BioShock Isolation, including the logo, pitching, presentation, and announcement date, and more. Although the credibility of this Twitter user is unknown, it has been corroborated by Ralph's Valve, a new leaker in the community that has revealed plenty of details surrounding Modern Warfare 2022. Of course, we still advise you to take all this information with a pinch of salt, as the source of the leaks is unknown. However, according to Oops Leaks, BioShock Isolation is the current title for the game, with an announcement expected in Q1 of 2022. The new installment will be set in a new isolated dystopian city and will use Unreal Engine 5. A slide from the internal pitching presentation was also revealed by Oops Leaks, revealing details on the setting of BioShock Isolation. According to the slide, the game will feature 2 cities separated by a flipside zone, which acts as a border between City 1 and City 2. The description of City 1 reads, "A free and wealthy society led by a successful entrepreneur," while City 2 is an isolated underground city separated from the upper world, led by a dictator waging a vertical war. So this sounds almost like a mix of BioShock 1 and 2 and Infinite, with the city below and the city above. I'm obviously interested to see it myself, and if it's a PlayStation 5 exclusive, that's pretty huge. Now, diving into the second story of the video, new Returnal DLC. So, my personal game of the year for 2021 is Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, but really close to that is Returnal. I'm not a fan of roguelike games, but Returnal has addictive gameplay mechanics that keep you coming back and engaged into what's going on and progressing through the story. And now with their save feature live for everyone to use, more people can get into the game as well. The latest on this is the potential of a DLC for the game. This possibility all stems from a tweet the developers of the game, Housemarque, put out recently. In the tweet, it simply states, Atropos with a question mark. Atropos is the planet that the game takes place in, and the fact that they have a question mark on the tweet makes it seem like we could be going somewhere else, which would be interesting considering the actual story of the game. Where does it take place? This is all a loop in the end, if you know what's happening. But it'll be really interesting to see where it would take place if this actually happens. I'll take a new biome personally, but I think if they included some type of co-op like Ghost of Tsushima did with Ghost of Tsushima Legends, this could increase the longevity of the game. You and a few buddies running through the biomes together would be insane, in my opinion. We'll see what this ends up being considering the timing of their tweet and the silent since. I wonder if this is a Game Awards reveal. But you guys let me know if you want Returnal DLC or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now diving into the third story of the video, the hype is real with the reveal years in the making. Reading from Video Game Chronicle, host and creator of the Game Awards Jeff Keighley has claimed that the December 9 show will feature a world premiere that he has been working on with the developer for 2.5 years. In a tweet published on Sunday, Keighley said that he visited the developer in the summer of 2019 and that this was the last time he visited studios around the world. Here's what he said exactly. Just saw the final cut of the Game Awards world premiere we have been working on with the developer for 2.5 years. Truly honored we are entrusted to share this work with the world. 2.5 years sounds like a long time, but summer of 2019 was actually my last global tour to visit developers. I always have so much fun visiting studios and hearing about their projects. Hope to do it again in 2022. So I've heard some people throw around BioShock 4, but according to the earlier potential leak we discussed, BioShock 4 Isolation is set to be announced in 2022, not at the Game Awards. Of course, that leak could be wrong and it's there at the Game Awards, but we'll have to wait and see on that. I'm excited to find out what it is. Hopefully it's something good. And now diving into the final story of the video, Sony hitting mobile gaming hard. So this is actually exciting news for me as a fan of the Backbone controller. Reading from Video Game Chronicle, Sony Interactive Entertainment has patented what appears to be a PlayStation controller designed for mobile gaming. The patent, which was published this week by SIE's Japanese division, describes a system for playing games on a device coupled with two controller grips. The controller, which resembles PS4's DualShock 4 rather than PlayStation 5's newer DualSense, is described as a left side grip portion and a right side grip portion gripped by the left and right hands of the user. According to the patent, the included drawings of the device omit a shaft portion that can be tilted by the user and detect the tilting direction and tilting amount of the shaft portion. So going back to the Backbone controller, for people who haven't really given mobile gaming a chance, if you have an iOS device, grab a Apple Arcade subscription for a month and a Backbone controller. This combination is a solid value and a lot of gameplay time. The focus here though is the Backbone controller, which makes your phone become a Switch-like device. It even has its own UI for parties, sharing content, tracking games, etc. It feels like your own personal mobile system, very similar to the Nintendo Switch. Now, thinking about what Backbone has done and what Sony could potentially do with a mobile controller and possibly even its own UI, this is exciting for me. Remote Play is a great feature that has allowed me to game on my PlayStation 5 when I'm away from it. Sony could also bring PlayStation Now to mobile, similar to xCloud, if they're putting in the work for a controller like this. PlayStation is clearly pushing for mobile with this patent, hiring Apple Arcade boss to assist with their stuff, and Jim Ryan talking about bringing their IPs to mobile. This could be a solid controller for PlayStation Now, Remote Play, and original mobile titles from Sony themselves, and I'm personally ready for all of that. But you guys let me know if you'd buy Sony's mobile controller or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button as it always helps, and subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with gaming on the go. If you're excited for Sony to come back to the handheld space, destroy the comment section with gaming on the go, and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.